Griffin. I'm the founder and CEO of the Georgia Media Academy. I am so excited. I am always this hyper because I love my business. I love this industry. I love our industry. I did not have a place to go to like GMA when I was starting out in this industry. I did not have it. So I'm excited to be able to create with all of these amazing people that you see on this screen and create something that's so amazing to make things easier for you. I guarantee when they talk about their journeys, they're going to tell you all of the things that they've gone through to get to where they are. And it was not as easy as we're making it for you. Okay, so we are going to simplify things for you and make it so much easier. I've been in the industry for over 22 years. I studied film and television at SCAD. I studied creative writing at Full Sail, where I obtained my Master of Fine Arts degree. I ran my own PR firm for over 10 years. I used to be a reporter and a public information officer in government for over 20 years. So I worked in literally just about every genre of media that you can possibly think about. The Georgia Media Academy is a career and a professional development academy headquartered in Fayetteville, Georgia. But our training now, thanks to COVID-19, I'm going to say thanks to, because I know it's like so many bad things with COVID. Oh, it's so bad. It's taken so many people. But the impact that it's had on our small businesses, I have to find a positive, something positive to say out of it. So my blessing from this year with COVID was being able or being forced into virtual. So all of our classes were in studio. Being virtual was in the plans, but COVID forced us to go completely virtual through the pandemic. And because of that, GMA is now training nationwide. So we have Deri Tyton over here, who is live with us from LA. Wave your hand, Deri. He's right there. He is live from LA, and he's going to be teaching from LA. So we are getting our LA training and our screenwriter coming with us from LA because of COVID. So there's the positive from that. That was my positive take from that. Okay. The Academy was created to help others build professional careers in media by connecting them with working media professionals. Everybody that you see on the screen tonight are working media professionals. They take their time out. They create amazing opportunities and classes and courses for GMA, and then they go back to set. Steven, on set last week, probably this week too. I haven't even seen you this week. Shawn, oh, you'll be in the studio tomorrow too. Summer, tune in to WSB TV. I just saw her on there a couple days ago. I was like, go Summer, go Summer. Okay. So Charles, he was on last week. I mean, everybody. So these are working professionals, and I'm just super excited about everybody. So we offer professional training in all things media. We have new certificate courses, seminars, boot camps, panel discussions, and workshops featuring our working professionals in the media industry. Now, they all require concentration, great energy, and participation. So it's not like we're just going to be talking heads and just giving you all this information. You are actually going to have to concentrate and put something into it. I see someone saying, I only see GlenNeta on the screen. Is there a setting I'm missing? It's probably because I'm speaking. If you're on a cell phone, that's probably all you can see. Are you, Gina Marie, are you on a computer where you can change to gallery view? That may be something you want to try. Gallery view. So I'm not sure why, but everybody else can see everybody, right? Especially if you're on a computer. I know that if you're on a phone, you may have to swipe your phone to be able to see everybody else, okay? In 2021, our filmmakers are going to be shooting scripts from our screenwriters, and our screenwriters and our production teams will be casting from the actors that are studying at GMA. So we are going to be working all together and being able to create work. And we're going to talk about creating work and creating our own content tonight as well. Our divisions that are currently at GMA and our training categories cover acting, filmmaking, government training, corporate, public relations, spokesperson training, political training. If you are running for office, we can also help you with that. We can help you with the videos, How many videos do you see from all of these different campaigns that takes some type of skill set or editing? You have to be able to do that. And then also, we have summer. If you are running for office and you need to polish up with your on-camera appearance, that's why summer is here. So, running for office, public speaking, social media, and then of course, something I'm so excited about is our writers room. We have our virtual and in studio writers room where we will be writing scripts for film and television. I'm super excited about it. So make sure you go to the website and look at the options there. I'm also an instructor. I teach acting. We have acting classes for adults and children, and we're trying something different. So in January, the classes will run together for kids and adults, separate rooms, but at the same time frame. And the reason we decided to do that is because we have a lot of parents that say, hey, I want to try it too. And if you guys know me, I have 3 children that are in the industry, and I'm also an actress. So we try, or we're going to try and see how this works out, where we're going to be doing our talent at the same time. So if you are an adult and you have children in the industry and you want to try acting, or you're both want to study at the same time, that's something that you'll be able to do at GMA. So super excited about that. Become a guest expert, on camera confidence, TV ready kids. Thus, for those that are breaking into the industry, excuse me, we have a portfolio course that we're opening up. Now, for those students or people who have already graduated and you still can't get a job in the media industry because you don't have experience or a portfolio, we're going to help you write those articles, write those blogs, write those press releases to get media samples for your portfolio, okay? And you'll also be doing it from some of our clients that we're already working with. So we're going to get you a diverse portfolio, and that's what that course is for. PR boot camps, and of course, our private coaching. So we have, if you need private coaching from any of the instructors, that's also something that you'll be able to do. Whether it's for on camera, or if you need someone to look at your script privately, we'll be able to offer that as well. So we're rolling out 10 new courses for 2021, including musical theater. We don't have our instructor with us tonight, but you will see that pop on the website soon. I'm super excited about it because musical theater is for those that want to be a triple threat in the industry. If you want to sing and you want to dance and act, that's something that it will help you develop. And then we also have, I have to shout out Mickey Funderburg. She's not with us tonight, but she is going to be covering social media for creatives. She is amazing. Just some of the things that you'll learn in her class. She has the top 7 social media platforms, which ones are actually right for you, knowing and engaging with your audience, personal branding in the media and entertainment industry, content creation versus content curation, social media management tools, and app integrations, and hashtag marketing. Now, this girl can break this stuff down like nobody's business. She knows social media inside and out. She's not with us tonight, but her information is already on the website, and so is her bio and her headshot. So, Mickey, we love you. We're sorry you couldn't be here with us, but you guys will see her very soon. Social media for creatives. Everybody needs to be in that course in January, okay? All right, awesome. So let's move on. We are going to go ahead and open up for our instructors, and I am going to jump into the chat box and filter some of those questions in between. So we're going to start with Charles. Charles, if you would go ahead and unmute. Charles is our acting coach. He will be at GMA every Saturday for adults from 11 to 2. And he is amazing. He is my production partner. He is my writing partner. He has directed productions. We just worked on a television show, his story that he's directing. He's absolutely amazing. And I'm so glad that he's at GMA. So Charles, take it away. I'm going to mute and let you have it.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure to be here. I'm excited also because GlenNeta gets you pumped up. She gets you pumped up. I'm Charles McIntosh. I've been in the industry. Well, I've been playing music since 12 years old. I'm singing, playing in bands, and I always wanted to be in TV, but I played music, and I thought it would never happen because most of my time I've spent in Virginia. Virginia has no market, none whatsoever. So one day I said, you know what? I could be that guy. I can make it happen. So I started back, and this is going to show my age, splicing VHS tapes to make my videos and all. Yeah, with my Radio Shack blend mixer and my audio system. Yeah, I rigged some stuff up, but hey, I made money. I did weddings. I was doing pretty good. And then one day my son got in music and he started touring with the Lost Boys and he needed a manager a couple of years later. I was like, you know what? This is my shot, even though it wasn't. But I got with him and I started doing music videos. So the thing about this class is it brings into, I would say, a vintage field along with the modern day. I know some Stravinsky, some Meisner. Um, I act, I produce, I write, I direct. Woo, I'm a granddaddy, so they tell you I got some life. The thing about this beginner's course is I'm going to be able to sit down with you and show you how it is on film and TV. It's different from being on stage. You know, there's certain things on stage you can't do, which is turn your back. You have to watch how you move. Well, there's certain areas in filming on television in front of a camera that you have to remember also, blocking and so forth. So my thing is we'll go over script analysis, how to break down the scripts, emotional preparation, how to develop your characters, which should be fun. I got some exercises I think we'll have some fun with. Improvisation, man, I'm good at improvisation. Seems like every film I get on, I do a lot of it, but I'm real good at that. We'll do some techniques for code reading, some audition skills. And this is basically get you familiar for those that are starting out, want to figure out how to get into the business. Now, the one thing I do know is that this is, like I said, it's kind of hard. I didn't actually get in, I got in Atlanta in 2010. I didn't actually work in the industry until 20, 2013. It took a while. People just didn't want to let me in. And I'm just going to say this because it's nothing bad. Atlanta is a new market and it's going through a lot of the changes and growing pains that they did in LA and New York when they started out. So all of the con artists are coming here to do their thing because they're new, fresh meat here. Nobody knows how it works. So there's a lot of manipulation. I've had films I've done, people didn't give me my footage back. I've done shows where people stole my show and went somewhere and put it out. So this is one of those things where to get into business, you need to know how that groundwork is set. And you're going to get your spankings here and there, but don't worry about that. We all get them. I still get them. So, but the thing is to get your skills together. The one thing about, as GlenNeta said, COVID helped out a lot. It gave me an opportunity to hone in because I was PAM. I was a driver for K Michelle, loving hip hop. I was doing electrical for uh, different films. I was in the IOTC. I'm a member of that. So my background is really extensive. I've done it all. So I tell people my first project here in Atlanta, I got equipment from Flavor Flav's brother. He let me borrow for free. He said, as long as you work with me when you're done. And I trained my camera operator, my boom operator, my script supervisor, my AD, my director. I brought them all in. They were fresh, a couple of them out of school. Some of them never done it before. I trained them. I wrote the script. I acted in it. It took 5 weekends to film 5 episodes. But can you talk about a brother that was tired? That was me. I was burnt. And I realized no matter how much skills you have, it's hard to do it all by yourself. So the key to all this is to learn how to be a team player, get involved with enhancing your skills. So when you get in, as long as you do your part, the rest of it will flow. I want to make sure that you understand that in acting, it is emotional, but there's a switch in there that you can always click to get what you need. And a lot of folks, I'm an actor's director. I go with the flow, let you pick out your characters, and I help you shape them. But I make sure that I get you where you need to be. Everybody's not Denzel. They don't go on the set and become Denzel and they rowdy for the next month. Denzel gets in character, he doesn't change for a whole month. There are techniques to teach you, so you don't have to do that. But if that's you, that's on you. We can roll on with that too. But one thing I want you to understand is I want to work with all of you, and I appreciate you giving me this opportunity, especially my partner GlenNeta, because I tell you, man, you follow her, you get some smoke, you get out there. So, and also I have some projects coming up next year, feature film and another pilot I'm doing. So there's always opportunities to get involved and be in some of the things I'm doing. I'm a believer in you never let anybody feed you because they'll never give you any food. They'll starve you to death. Get out there on your own, make your own projects. If you have to, write them, get with some other folks. And with this network here, I'm sure there's going to be so much potential. And it's a powerful network. It's going to make things happen. So just remember, this is an opportunity for you to advance yourself, move into that next level. And even if you're a beginner, this is a perfect place to be because we can make sure that happens. And I appreciate you all and look forward to working with a lot of you.
Awesome. Thank you, Charles. I appreciate that so much. Next up, Shawn Van Dorn. I'm so excited about his project. His first um, class with us is actually called My First Production. And I wish that I had everything that he's teaching when I tried to do my first production. So he is going to break all of that information down for you. And I'm going to toss it over to you. Please welcome Shawn Van Dorn.
Hey, how's everybody? Hope everybody's doing good with the current state of the world. Me and my family just got over some COVID cases. Thank God everybody came out on top. But I'm Shawn Van Dorn. Been living in Georgia since around 2001. Went to Clark Atlanta University. Want to plug that. I graduated that with my undergrad in mass media communications. Uh, Ever since I was in college, I worked in the media industry, working for Rainforest Films. I was a print journalist when I was in New York for the Amsterdam newspaper. I worked a little bit in corporate America, worked doing concerts. I did a little bit of everything. I kind of got tired of, working for other people, started my own production company. And then the economy came and kind of switched things, and I had to start having kids. I had to go back into corporate America. So I went to Delta, and I worked in, started off on the ramp, and then I got back into the communications department and doing what I love to do. Currently, right now, I teach at another institution. I teach film. And, I just wanted to come here and present something, like GlenNeta said, for a lot of aspiring filmmakers out there or content creators, because of the space that we are in today. Like GlenNeta said, with the pandemic has created a lot of opportunities, I believe, especially with online presence and people, sitting at home binge watching Netflix and Amazon Prime and things of this nature. And then you're seeing some of your peers, they're getting some of their projects on some of these platforms, and you're like, how do they do this? So that's what I wanted to come in and kind of, give that basic understanding of filmmaking. Of course, just like Charles said, if you're on set, you want to be that swing guy that knows a little bit about gripping and electrical, a little bit behind the camera, the cadences of the first AD and different things of that nature. So, I want to provide a course where I can take someone, from, point A to point B, how to develop your script. And I know we have a young gentleman on here who's going to be really getting into, script writing, which is great. We can do some collaborations and things of that nature. But, I want to take you from development all the way to distribution. Even if you don't have a lot of money, what does it look like to put a budget together? What some resources we can use to raise money, everything from crowdfunding to old school four-walling it, So I'm really excited about this opportunity. I lived right around the corner, and I kept passing the headquarters here in Fayetteville, and I said, let me stop in. I stopped in and I met GlenNeta. We made an instant connection. Our kids go to school together, and this is a great opportunity. I'm really looking forward to it. And that's what I really have. I don't have too much else. If you want more specifics about the course that I'm going to be bringing, it's going to be a lot of hands-on activities where we can actually print out call sheets, see what it looks like to go do a location scout. Even if we don't do it out in the field, we will do it where we'll go and have some type of virtual interaction where we'll see a video or something like that. But it's going to be very hands-on, so you can have the opportunity. That's how I learn, and that's how I teach. When I do a lot of my own productions, I've done several productions on my own. I usually get, like Charles said, interns and different people from different walks of life. They might not even be filmmakers, but they're interested. But that gives you a good opportunity to teach them, all of the fundamentals that they may need to be a filmmaker.
Awesome. Good stuff. Thank you, Shawn.
Thank you for the
Appreciate
opportunity.
that. All right. So if you have any questions for Charles with acting or for Shawn with filmmaking, put those in the chat box. Okay. So I have to try to match her energy, which I don't think that I can, but I love her so much. We had an instant connection as well. Y'all, it's summer all year round at GMA now. Let me just say that you're going to hear me say that all year. I don't care how cold it is outside. When you meet her, you automatically feel warm, and it's summer all year round. Please let me welcome Summer Jackson.
Well, hello. What a welcome. Thank you. Man, now I feel like I have to be like all summer. Yeah. Yeah, we have some good meetings, don't we, GlenNeta? They always turn into more. Well, everyone, I'm really glad to meet you. Again, like GlenNeta said, my name is Summer Jackson, and let's see, my specialty is on air, pretty much on air, everything. I have, without really dating myself, I'll go ahead and say it. I have like 20 years experience. That includes probably internship experience in television primarily. My that's my area of choice. I've also had some experience in radio as well. Let's see. I graduated from the University of Illinois in Champaign-Urbana with a bachelor's in broadcast journalism. I have a master's degree in mass communication and media studies from Howard University. Today, you can see me doing everything from hosting, reporting, producing. Those are all the things I've done throughout my career. And also I work in higher ed. I'm a professor as well. Started working in higher ed, teaching public speaking. That's where the public speaking piece comes in. So I've had that experience primarily, but these days I'm also teaching journalism, and I'm also teaching standard media classes. So I'm super excited to be able to share all the things, or a lot of the things that I have learned over the years from being in the field. So I started out in news reporting. I started in a small market, more traditional than most these days. So I started at the NBC in Danville, Illinois. And from there, I went to the ABC in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And from there, the Fox station in New Orleans, and went through Katrina and all of that, worked as an entertainment host in Chicago, worked here at WSB as a reporter, and also on their entertainment show, Hot Topics. So I've just been, I have experience across the board, like I said before. So my main areas are reporting and hosting and anchoring and producing. So really excited to get a chance to, again, real life experiences that I've had with you. And I'm going to be teaching a variety of courses, as GlenNeta's mentioned. One of them will be doing a one-day hosting boot camp, which I'm really excited about. And we've titled it, So You Want to Be a Host? Because how many people out there know someone who wants to be a host? A lot comes with host. It's more than just being on camera and looking pretty. That's important, of course, to have your camera presence ready, but you also need to prepare behind the scenes and to know some basic skills to be able to pull it off effectively and to be able to get work and land work. So some of the things we'll cover: basic teleprompter skills, how to get people into interviews, like if you're covering a red carpet. I mean, how do you get those people? How do you get them to talk to you? So we'll talk about some interviewing skills. It is a skill. It looks like people are just asking random questions, but definitely a skill set that you have to have or develop. Also, the do's and don'ts of effective on-camera performance, which is so important. And from there, we'll also cover everything from public speaking. And really with public speaking, it's about helping you build your confidence. It's really about no more fear, because it's actually public speaking is the number one thing that pretty much makes people frightened. And I have worked with many people and taken them from being totally freaked out and afraid, more confident speakers. So I always tell people, you're not in competition with anyone. You're only in competition to be better against yourself and to enhance the skills from where you are. So that will be our focus for sure, to help people overcome anxiety, as well as being able to connect with your audience, which is super important, whether you're on the stage or whether you're on television. You definitely have to be able to connect with your audience. So we'll also talk about ways to develop your speech writing skills. Sometimes we're called on to do impromptu speaking, or maybe you'll be called on to be a keynote speaker. Maybe you've authored a book and you want to be able to get out there and be a keynote. I've also done emceeing, so that comes into as well. You just never know what bookings you may get when you've done things like writing a book. Also, we will be doing some media training and spokesperson training. Lots of folks may be on here that work in corporate communications, or you be called upon in your job to have to speak on behalf of the company or the brand. So we'll talk about things like basic script development, how to stay on brand and message, developing and maintaining your media contacts. Like, that is the key when you are in media relations. I have a background in that as well. I actually interned in media relations, and I know it sounds like, oh, just the intern, but I literally worked in the department every summer and winter break. I was actually, answering reporters, press releases. So I know how to do all of those things as well. So I did that for 4 years in college. So in sum, you can see I've done a lot of things in communications. I love this field. I love what we do. I also have a little bit of acting in there. So I may have to take GlenNeta's class so I can brush up on my on-camera acting skills, because I'm more theater than probably camera. Even I've booked some things. I was in Vampire Diaries. So there you go, as an anchor. Go figure. So yeah, so I'm actually those things, and I played one on TV as well. And I look forward to helping each of you who decides to register for my class to be able to do the same. And I guess my motivational tip, goodness, I probably need a few myself, right? Don't we always need them as creatives? But I guess I would just say, don't give up. If you're just starting, there are going to be some tough moments and you'll go, why did I do this? Maybe, especially if you're in something like speaking and you're frightened. So you may be trying to figure out, why did I sign up for this? But just never give up, keep going, and remember why you. Thank you, GlenNeta.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And I want to just, I want to follow up with that. I know we're throwing a lot out right now, and we're saying, like, because Summer is actually going to be teaching hosting, media spokesperson, and public speaking. All of those are not happening at the same time. So a lot of things, I just want to say that to everybody. I don't want you to think, oh my God, all of these are happening at the same time. They're not. So we're going to be rolling out different courses all through 2021. One of the classes may be in January, one may be in February, one may be in March. The great thing about GMA, and what I love about GMA, is that a lot of our students have an opportunity to take multiple classes. You may want to try screenwriting. You may want to try hosting. You may want to drop into an acting class, and that's great. And we want you to do everything that you want to do or that you want to try in the industry. So all of these classes are not happening at the same time. You just have to watch the schedule, stay on our email list, watch the website, and sign up as we go along. Okay. All right. So now we are going to jump to Deri Tyton. He is our screenwriting instructor with us from LA. He is the founder of the Film Mechanics, and we're so excited to have him. Deri, take it away. I think you are still muted. You got it. There we go.
Yeah. How's everybody doing? I don't do very well at talking about myself, so I'll try my best. Okay. My name is Deri Tyton. I am from Chicago, Illinois. I am a self-taught filmmaker. And all right, Summer, I see you. All right, 79th Street. So I basically grew up on the south side of Chicago. I lived through gang banging and all of that wonderful, crazy stuff. I went to Chicago State I went to Grambling State University. And after Grambling, I took the wildness that I was to Grambling. So I took that south side to Grambling. So that didn't bode well for me. So I knew I wanted to graduate from college. So I wound up enrolling in Chicago State. And I did the 4 years at Chicago State. In the process of doing that, I was a part of Professor Artie Reese was doing a play. And it was a mixed media play, and it had a backdrop of some filming, some stuff that they was doing. So he said, "Hey, Deri, you want to play a character?" So I said, "Sure." He said, "Just be yourself. I'm gonna put this fake gun in your hand." So I was supposed to drive by and do a you know, drive-by shooting and all of this fun stuff. And actually when they would show that play, it was like the backdrop would come down and you would see like my scenes of the main character who was on trial for being in the car with me. And the people would always be like, man, you act so well, you act so well. But long before then, I was a poet and I was doing all of the, you know, spoken word poetry scenes around Chicago. I had did my chapbooks and I was selling my chapbooks and just really, really speaking a lot, doing, you know, a lot of different stuff with the city of Chicago. So how did I get into filmmaking is really weird. I was in the library, just had my fingers on some books, like just like pointing at the books, and I stopped at how to make a film. So I read that, went to Artie. I was like, Artie, I want to make a movie about my life. He was like, well, what part of your life? I said, I remember I used to go with this drug dealer female named Tootie. It's like this, she's like a really big drug dealer in my neighborhood. He was like, that sounds kind of interesting. Write it out. So I wrote it like a play. And then after I finished, gave it to him. He's like, man, my man, this is not gonna work. He's like, look, go over to this other part of the campus at Chicago State. And he's like, buy Boys in the Hood and write it just like that. So I wrote it just like that, brought it to him. He's like, all right, I'm gonna get you some people. So I did a film called Toots and Blows. It won some awards. It got picked up by York Entertainment. And but they changed the title of it. It's called Welcome to the South Side. So I did that, and I started on another film called The Party Line. And The Party Line was okay. It was pretty cool, but I couldn't get it made at that time because I was homeless and I was trying to get a movie made and stuff. Like, it was crazy. So I waited till I got a place, and then I made The Party Line. Then after The Party Line, I made another film called Love Bones. Love Bones got distributed through online. You can find out online too on Amazon. Welcome to the South Side is on Amazon. And then in 2012, I did another film called Finding Forever in Love. Now, I'm saying all that to say, because after 2012 and 2013, I wind up going to Full Sail University, and I wind up getting a degree in Master of Fine Arts of Creative Writing. It was the most intense thing I ever did in my entire life, like literally. I mean, it had me on the edge of my seat trying to get the best grades. And I was getting the best grades in my class. And I ran across a teacher who basically put me in a situation where he said, are you here to get the best grades or become the best writer? The best writer that you can be. And that really stuck with me. And from that moment, I didn't even try to get the best grades anymore. I just worked my ass off at trying to understand how to write screenplays. Studied everything, listened to everybody, just start reading everything and start really, really like going in between, not just what they tell you, but going in between, like what is a process. So I moved out to LA in 2015, I moved out to LA, and I was writing for different stuff and different people, but none of it was in LA. I was always writing outside of LA. And in the process of writing outside of LA, I started to come across this one component, like process. What is the writing process? What is the screenwriting process? And I didn't have one. Like, I was doing all that. I was doing all these different things, and I was making like $5,000, $10,000, making money doing things like that. But I didn't have a writing process. So I started to look at process. I was reading other people's screenplays, and I just started noticing, like, the more I started to study what a process looks like, screenplays look really shabby. Okay. Like, really crazy, like they missing so much stuff. But I couldn't be a snob about it because I had just learned it. So I wanted to kind of like continue to study. So I moved back to Atlanta in 2017, and I started the Filmmaking Screenwriting workshop. And that was to kind of come in and just get other screenwriters to understand, like, what is your process? And, you know, this is what a process looks like before you even write a screenplay. Like, don't write the screenplay, but before you get to the screenplay. So I'll put together step by step some things that you can do, which turned out to be the Filmmaking Screenwriting Workbook, which is a workbook that a lot of people have, and it's a really good book. I mean, and everybody that has it always asks the same question, like, where was this book at when I was in film school? This would have taught me so much. That's how I wrote that book. I wrote the book based on all of the stuff that I didn't learn or I should have learned in film school, some of the stuff that I did learn in film school, but what is a process to it? And so that's what I do now. So, I mean, I've heard the mention of COVID and the pandemic and things like that. So I've been online teaching classes, doing a myriad of things, of working with other writers, working with television shows, doing script supervising, looking over scripts for different stuff. And just being in that space and being in that place, you know, I do understand screenwriting a lot. I've had plenty of opportunity. I have opportunity to talk to GlenNeta about it. And one of the things that she will tell you, I know my stuff. Like, I'm between the lines of storytelling. Anybody that work with me, I can help you with your story. I know, I probably know your story better than you know your story. I'm gonna say it like that, because I think story all day. Like, it's in me all day. And so that's pretty much the gist of who I am in a nutshell. So I will be teaching I will be teaching a class called The Art of Story Showing. It's a class that is just based on kind of what I do, for anybody that's interested in screenwriting and wanting to sit down and really understand how their story is put together. That's what I do. And I also do my company, the Film Mechanics, also do table reads for other people too. So, you know, a lot of times people have problems with table reads. So I have a whole process. Like, I write, table read, rewrite. And that all table reads is one of the most missed components of a writing process, you know? So, yeah, people just think like if I send it to a reader, they'll give me back the information and the notes that I need. But if you sit down and do a table read and you hear the characters and the dialogue and you hear the writing and the flow and the structure and the mechanics of it, you'll start to see, like, you know what I'm saying, like something will appear, and that, you will know if it's missing something that way. So that's pretty much Deri Tyton.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Deri. So if you have been sitting on a concept or a log line, or you don't know what a log line is, okay, you need to be in Deri's class that's starting in January. So super excited about screenwriting. Deri, thank you for being here with us. I just wanted to point out, so Deri, I think you and I went through the same creative writers program at Full Sail, right? And then Stephen and I went through the same film and television program. And then I actually started in journalism at Clark Atlanta. And 3 of y'all are from Illinois. I'm looking at all y'all now. So Illinois. Yeah, okay, there we go. So we got a lot. We were meant to be family on this panel, okay? All right, so we are going to go to Stephen Starks last, but definitely not least. He is absolutely amazing. I'm just going to let him tell you about his background. He will be bringing basic principles of production and editing to GMA. Stephen, take it away.
Actually, basic principles of filmmaking and editing. So, good evening, everybody. Can everybody hear me okay? Okay, good. So basically, my name is Stephen Starks. I am a filmmaker based out of Atlanta, Georgia. I'm from Virginia. And one of the main things is in filmmaking that I always say to anyone that want to get into this thing, always have fun. If you have an idea, if you think it, if it comes to you, write it down, execute it, do it. Don't spin your wheels too much, especially in times like this, because it's a very tough time for the world, but it's an even better time for storytelling, So also something that I tell myself as well is just, if I think it, just do it, just shoot it. And if it doesn't look right, you can always do it again. So a little brief background on my education. I have a bachelor's degree from Shaw University in Raleigh, North Carolina. I attended Savannah College of Art and Design in Savannah, Georgia. Got my master's in film and television. Now I am currently a professor at Clark Atlanta as well, and teach mass media arts and all things digital. To sum it up, I have a very gentle approach with teaching people. I have a very easy way with talking to people and understanding from their perspective. Also, it's something that you have to be careful with your story. You have to be careful with your ideas and be mindful of who you share those ideas with. And these are all basic principles. Your vibe, like people think that you always, when you come on set, you should always have a camera. you should always just have all your tools with you. That is correct. But if you take all those tools and put it to your side, can they connect with you first? Because I don't want to work with anybody that I don't like. Now, in some instances, we do have those moments where we do work with people that we don't like, but you have to check your attitude at the door first. And those are some of the basic principles that I feel first. Check yourself first before you get to the shoot, because people can feel that energy. Also, you know, some of the basics of filming and editing, you know, anything from using memory cards to transferring files from your DSLR to your film camera to your computer, and to organizing your files, organizing your media. There's always like 7 different ways to edit one thing, I like to say in editing programs. Also, you know, when it comes to filmmaking, your camera angles and which angle tells the best story. Is that wide angle? Someone's crying, you definitely want to get a close-up shot of that. You don't want to have the camera too far back, because then you won't be able to really capture the emotion too well. So you want to always get in there. My teacher told me in undergrad that when I was filming, I'm always learning. But when I first kind of was trying to find my groove with it, he told me that I didn't want to, are you afraid to get in there and tell the story? I was like, I don't want the camera to be too close to people. He was like, those are probably the best moments that you need to do. And ever since that day, actually, I never took the camera from my hip. I've always basically, how I got my start was basically filming behind the scenes in the industry. And I worked on several projects, several feature films, a lot of commercials, have my own production company, Starks Film. So I hope this gives you guys a great lead into kind of what I do, and I'm happy to be a part of the Georgia Media Academy. Actually, a funny thing is that when I got the bracelet from the GlenNeta the first day, I never took it off. It just felt good. So I don't know. I didn't just, this isn't staged. I didn't just put this on for this. I actually have another vacation bracelet on, that one of my favorite vacations from this year. And then I put this on, it just stayed there. So I don't know, just try to, everything's about a connection. So GlenNeta has a great personality. When we first met, we clicked. I've actually filmed out of her space, and I'm actually filming something out of her space tomorrow. So it's a really nice space. So if anybody has any questions, please feel free to hit me up or hit GlenNeta up. It's an honor to be here. So I'm grateful. And again, I'm loving to hear the different stories from different people. I know Charles is from Virginia, and Deri is Chicago, the writer and stuff. And I think his name is Shawn from Clark. So I'm excited to connect with everybody too. I already know Summer because we work at Clark Atlanta together. So we already kind of had that introduction.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. I hear Charles going Chi-Town, not Virginia, right? Like he was like, he's Chicago, he's Illinois. Thank you so much, Stephen. If all of the instructors would drop your IG handle into the panelists, or in the chat room right there. Drop it in there so that everyone can go and follow you. Ours is GA Media Academy. So please go back and follow GA Media Academy. Go ahead and put that in there. You guys go ahead and follow them. There we go. All right, so in conclusion, we are wrapping up really good, last 10 minutes. So why GMA? So we care about your success, and we're not here to sell you a dream. I have been through programs that have literally made promises like, oh my God, we're going to make sure it's guaranteed you're going to get an Emmy or you're going to receive an Oscar, and we're not promising you that. We are telling you that we will give you all that we have, all that we know. We will help you jumpstart your career, and we will help you take your skills to the next level. That is a promise from me. You will absolutely come out as a stronger media personality, a stronger filmmaker, a stronger screenwriter, a stronger actor with our programs, okay? Anything in entertainment media, any forms of media, you will come out stronger working with us. You also have a team. How many of us have been out there and felt like you're in this thing all by yourself? You're not, because we're the creative team that doesn't sleep, just like you. You're the ones at home thinking of all these ideas and all the things that you want to do and don't know how to bring them together. Guess what? We're up too. We're the ones I know Summer's up at like 4 a.m. She's always up. Like, We don't sleep. I talk to Charles all the time, messaging. We don't sleep either. We understand you. It's okay to be around other creatives. It's great to be around other creatives and to understand and allow them to understand and speak the language that we speak. So we've all been through it. We've all been through feeling like we're out there by ourselves, and you're not by yourself. If you have a story in your head, or you want to tell your life story, or something that you've been sitting on, or have a concept and you don't know how to develop it, you don't know how to write that treatment, you don't know how to write your script, you don't know how to shoot it, everybody on this panel, we can pull it together and we can help get you to where you need to be. So my final motivational tips, if you follow me on social media at GlenNeta Griffin, you will get a motivated by Gigi tip every single day, because that's how I start my days, meditating every morning with something motivational. I have to start something positive so I can set the tone for my day. So I want to leave you guys with 3 tips. The secret to getting ahead is getting started. So in 2021, if you've been thinking about, I think I want to be an actor, I think I want to be a screenwriter, I think I want to be a filmmaker, I think I want to be a host, do it, okay? If that's what you've been sitting on, I want to encourage you to go ahead and just start. That's the best way to do it. The first way to start is to sign up for a class. We are here. We are not all in studio. We are virtual. We are setting up virtual options for all of our classes because we don't know what COVID is going to be doing in January. And we want our safety to be first. We care about your safety as well as ours and all of our instructors, okay? So we will have virtual options for all the classes. If we are able in smaller groups to get into the studio, we will do that, but we will communicate that with you and we will let you know. So the secret to getting started, to getting ahead is getting started. Be dedicated to your continued education. Be a student of your industry. If the landscape of our industry is constantly changing, okay? That's why you have to always learn. I learned just by listening to everybody on this panel, I learned so much from them. I've been in this industry for a very long time and I still learn. I love to sit in on their classes and just listen because I learn something from them every single time. So you just want to be a student of your industry, whatever niche you decide to go within the industry, or if you just decide to see if it's right for you and try a different course, that's okay too. But whatever you do, just get started. The second one is create. Okay. If no one is hiring you and you don't have anything in your portfolio to help you get to the next level, you have to create your own content. Okay. That means you're going to have to get that phone up. If you don't have an expensive camera, get the phone up, get your home studio set up, get your lighting together. You have to create something, even if it's just video content on your social media pages. And that's why we have Summer. She can help you with those tips, with those speaking tips and all of that kind of stuff. So be a content creator. Make sure you are creating your own content. And when you're creating your content, the third tip is be consistent. Consistency is key to this industry. If people are going to take you seriously in this industry, you have to be consistent. The people that you see doing the same things over and over and they don't quit on their industry. We see Deri all the time. He's writing scripts. We know he's screenwriting. He's not giving up on that. Every time I see Charles, he's always directing or hosting or, working with actors. Shawn, filming. Steven, filming. Look at their pages. They are always working their industry. People trust consistency. So if you want to be consistent in your industry and you want to be taken seriously, be consistent. You have to continuously push out that information, that content. You really have to make a plan going into 2021 to be consistent with the work and the content that you're putting out to your audience. Okay. So that's what we're going to help you do as well. And that's where Mickey will come in because she's going to help. We're going to help you polish what you're putting out. And she's going to help you show you the right way to put it on social media so that it's making an impact and building an audience. Okay. So due to COVID-19, we are creating virtual options again of all of our courses. We're looking forward to getting back into the studio though, masked up, being safe. So we'll let you know which direction we're going in. Tell all your friends and all your family about the Georgia Media Academy because we are now training nationwide. Again, Deri is from LA. So listen, we're not just in Georgia. We are Georgia based, Georgia headquartered, but we have courses going all over the world now, and I'm so excited about it. So tell all your friends that Georgia Media Academy is based in Georgia, but we are nationwide, okay? Please go and follow us at Georgia Media Academy on all social media platforms. Register for your 2021 classes at georgiamediaacademy.com. All of the classes for January are already up. And February, registrations will be adding over the holidays. So you'll receive an email to your database. Once you're in our database, you'll receive an email as the registrations open. So they're all up, but they will be opening up even more. So please do that. Register over the holidays. Invest in yourself and make this a Christmas gift to yourself. Whatever industry you want to drop into, go ahead and do that. And then if we don't have any questions, do we have any questions that dropped in? How much are the courses? All of the courses have different rates depending on the content. You can go to the website, georgiamediaacademy.com. I will put that in there for you. And you can see the rates of the courses. When they're posted, we will put the rates with them. It's not just one rate for one course. So georgiamediaacademy.com, go there and see which course you want to take and how much the rate is, okay? If we don't have any other questions, did any of our instructors have any final words they wanted to say? Did something trigger anything? No? Everybody good?
I just want to say real quick, I just hope that everyone that's actually taking the opportunity to listen is listening right now is to understand like what this kind of academy can do for you. It's not so much as, and I really do want to say this, and I really do mean this, it's not so much as the people that you're assembling to take them to the next level, is the fact that you have assembled enough people to help them get to the next level, but who are they going to be networking in the classroom with that's going to carry them to the next level as well? A lot of times, and anybody in this industry know that a lot of our business comes through referrals or, you know, things like that. So that's just really important. And I just really can't thank you enough, GlenNeta, for, you know, taking this opportunity to do this. So
absolutely. Thank you. And thank you guys for being here. All of the attendees, thank you for dropping in and learning more about GMA and our instructors. To my instructors, you guys rock. You are here for a reason. So thank you for all you do and all you bring to our industry. I thank you so much. I also want to just point this out too. Earlier today, I was on the set of a new television show. They hired me as a news reporter. When I got on set, I didn't know how I got cast. I just received an actual email and I was like, yeah, I'll do it. So got cast. When I got on set, there was a gentleman that was on there and he said, do you remember me? And I said, I don't. I remember your face, but I don't know which project it was from. We shot a television show in Tennessee together years ago. He remembered me, needed somebody for the role, reached out to me and booked me for the role. So I want to say, from acting to screenwriting to filmmaking and hosting, media, period, is a relationship business, okay? It is a relationship business. When you get into these classes, you are going to network. You are going to share your experience and you are going to collaborate. Okay. And I really need for you to understand that it's a relationship business. People will pull you in on projects. If you write an amazing script and someone gets picked up somewhere, they may take you with them, or they may need your acting skills for their next project. That's how it works. And I mean, I knew that already, but it hit me again today. I was like, that is the power of our business. That's why we do what we do, because we're constantly networking with other like minds. Okay. So you can't sit in your house and think that you're going to take your skills to the next level if you're sitting there watching TV. You need to be online with us, studying, writing your script, doing the work, or actually acting, or actually writing your film or editing your film and getting that information out to the world. If you don't do the work behind it, nobody can see how amazing you are. Okay, so we're here to show you how amazing you are and to show you what your story can become and how amazing your story can be and why the world needs to hear your voice. Okay, so that's why we're here. Allow us to help you take your skills to the next level. Thank you guys for being here. Happy holidays to everyone, and everybody stay safe. We will see you January 2021, Lord willing, and y'all take care. Okay.